Hey, this is Kirk from Go Make Music, and today I want to talk to you about processing your hi-hats to create interest in your tracks. Now, before we do this tutorial, it would be really good if you're in front of some studio monitors or you just got a pair of headphones on. All right, we got a hi-hat pattern going over a basic beat. It's an 808 hi-hat. Okay, now the hats are right up the middle and they're very up front. This could be exactly what we want, but let's say we wanted to spread them out or tuck them back or add some interest to them. Here's a couple of things you could do. The first one is very straightforward. You would add a chorus. So you would go here to your modulation, chorus, stereo. Open it up and you get three main parameters: rate, intensity, and mix. Rate is how fast the modulation is happening. Intensity is how deep the modulation is happening. And mix is all the way dry, so no chorus, and all the way on, all the way chorus, and then in the middle. So what I want you to do is listen to what chorus is doing so you get an understanding, and then we'll play with it. All right, so we got the rate all the way up, so it's going really fast, but it's not very intense. And as you hear the intensity go up, you'll hear kind of the laser beam pitch modulation thing going on. Right, so laser beam birds, and it's not very cool. So you could use that to kind of hear what's happening, and then let's time the rate in a way that we think is cool. All right, that's kind of cool. It's still a bit intense for me, so I'm gonna back that off. All right, that's kind of cool. Now you can make this more subtle or you can make it, faster, but I liked it right about here. So now let's listen to it with it on and off. It's on and now off. Right up the middle, back to the sides. Just kind of pops it out to the left and right. Great, first thing done. We could just stop there, but let's say we want to add some movement to panning, auto panning left and right. Now, Sound Toys makes a plugin called Pan Man. Sound Toys, Pan Man, and it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of different parameters that you can affect, like how wide it's panned, how hard is the panning. Does it just snap from left to right, or does it solely go from left to right? How fast does it go left to right? Is it really slow or is it really fast? And those are all cool, but guess what? If you have Logic, you already have something that will do basically the same thing, and that is your Tremolo plugin. So you go to modulation, Tremolo, stereo, and what is going to happen is you have your rate, which can be musical or just using frequencies, your depth, and your smoothing. So let's listen to all the way deep and fairly smooth. You can hear how it's jumping back and forth. Now, if we solo this, and let's say we take the smoothing to basically not smooth, it's going to jump from left ear to right ear at a rate of half notes and all the way left and all the way right. Okay, now if we like that jumping feel, but we don't want it to go as far left and as far right, then basically we pull down the depth and it's going to come towards the center. Let's listen. You hear that? Now if we go wide again. So what we have here is the same controls. We have how gradual will it go left to right, and then how wide will it go left to right. So we could do something like this, and we get some movement, but it's not overly distracting. Okay, So that's pan, auto pan with a little bit of spreading. And then you could add some reverb. We'll just go to a plate. Now what I'm using right here is a UAD EMT 140 plate. I really like it. You don't have to have it. You could find a plate setting on your Space Designer, and that's a good place to start. And so what we'll do is turn it on and turn it up. Okay, so that's all three things going, and now let's take them off and listen. Turn them back on. Okay, and then we're going to listen in context. One thing I will say is that sometimes when you put on a chorus, you will lose some volume. So you might want to make it up with the fader right there. But let's listen in context with everything off. And now everything on. So what you can see is it kind of pushes the hi-hat back and puts it in a space. Now this can be what you want to do if you want to set it back and not make the hi-hat a feature. If you want it to be more of a feature, then I would say back off the reverb, make the chorus a little more subtle, maybe even mess with your mix knob, make the tremolo a little more subtle, and that's going to bring it out front a little bit more. But now you know the techniques of how to start to create interest in your percussion tracks. So go ahead and make a beat, grab a hi-hat pattern, and start messing with some of these processes. Again, and all this stuff can be automated too, so that can be a lot of fun. If you have any questions on this or anything about music making, go ahead and just drop it in the comments below. And if you want to get some more tips and tricks and courses, go ahead and check out www.gomakemusic.org. And until next time, go make music.